Are you tired at your 9 to 5? Does it feel like it's almost impossible to pay off your house? The fastest and the most common way to get to financial freedom is to become an entrepreneur. My name is Dan Fresh and I'm 5 times founder and 4 times business owner. I was born in small Ukrainian village and now I run global consultancy firm that operates in 40 countries and unites 100 experts. Today I want us to discover 5 signs to see if you qualify to become an entrepreneur. Thing number 1, you are okay with risk. You are okay when things are not clear. You feel like fish in the water when there is no certain process what to do in this kind of situation or that. And the great example in Bible that we see is Joseph, because no one knew what to do with this, with these dreams and these 7 years and another 7 years. No one knew. But Joseph has something inside of him that got stored beforehand. Years before that, God stored this kind of talent inside of him, what to do in that situation, and God gave him wisdom what to do. So if you feel very comfortable when things are not clear, this is the number 1 trigger that you have this entrepreneurship talent hidden inside of you. The second thing, which is very connected to the first thing, is you are okay when you hear no. When people reject your ideas or reject you when you sell something to them, if you are okay with that, if you don't feel offended, if you can sleep at night, it's the trigger or sign number 2 that you have entrepreneur inside of you. Because most of the entrepreneurs that I met, almost everyone, they're great salespeople, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they sell something to you directly, but many times people just sell ideas. Let's say you have your friends and you want to play soccer on Saturday night, but you have to sell this idea of playing soccer to your friends. So you are the one that organize everyone around you and around your idea. You book the field, you manage the WhatsApp chat. If I am talking about you, this is the number 2 thing that proves that you have entrepreneur inside of you. The trigger or the third point that I have to say, whether you are or not born to be an entrepreneur, is the destiny. You have big destiny, you have big dream inside of you and you want to fulfill it. You have this depth or deep that calls to deep. So it means there is something inside of you that calls you to solve this problem or to solve this issue. And it reminds me of someone who worked for Thomas Edison, and he was connected to certain project with electricity, and for a long period of time they tried to solve it and they were never able to succeed. So he took some time off and he traveled with his wife to Egypt. And when he was in Egypt, and again, it was long time ago, centuries ago, and when he traveled to Egypt, he was exploring certain place, and he noticed something about the culture of that time when Jesus lived. So when Jesus turned this water into wine, he realized at that point that the material of that container or of that glass or whatever was the material of that cistern, it was supposed or meant to be able to endure this biochemical miracle of turning water into wine. So, and he realized that, if they would use the same or similar material for their electricity project, it should be able to survive as well, this material. And you can see on the screen, you know, the kind of invention that guy made, and all of you, at some point of your life, you saw this thing. And I just want to encourage you. God will lead you, and God will tell you ideas, you know, how to fulfill your purpose, but there should be a big destiny inside of your heart. So it's a thing number 3 that you have inside of you that prove that you are born to be an entrepreneur. Trigger number 4 is just that you just talk too much. You know, like people with BMWs, they stand out, especially the teenage age or early 20s. You know, the same way they appear at the party, you know, they just talk too much, they are flashy, they want everyone to see them. So it is not necessarily that you drive BMW, but it is like you are BMW guy or gal. That means that you talk too much. When you are at the company, you are the soul of the company, and people, you know, they gather around you, and you share stories, you set the tone of conversation. If that's about you, this is the trigger number 4, that God has destiny in entrepreneurship and business for your life. And the trigger number 5 is the last but not the least. You don't fit, you know, the common boxes. Usually people try to put you in a box. Oh, he's a doctor. Oh, he is a soccer player. Or she is a nurse. Or she is a housewife. You know, it is not necessarily true that you will fit the boxes or box to become successful. You know, you can be successful with having, you know, multiple skills, and typically it's not clear to see what kind of skill will be the leading skill in your life. Think of David. You know, this passage that you see on the screen, it clearly shows us that David was kind of jack of all trades. He was not, you know, just laser focused with one skill, but he did music, he knows how to talk, he is a mighty warrior, and obviously, you know, this battle against Goliath, it brought him and his life and his destiny to the next level. But there are many other skills that are involved or that are co-working with that dominant skill in his life and in your life as well. So independence is the ultimate thing that I would stress here, because, you know, you are unique, you are predestined, and God, He knew the destiny that He has in store for you. And you know, you are independent in the meaning that your destiny is unique, and you do not necessarily have to fit other people's boxes. If you see that you have 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 match, I encourage you to go to your prayer room, talk to God, ask Him what destiny He has in store for you, because it is crystal clear to me that you have this entrepreneurship talent inside of you, burning inside of you, that you are predestined to be business owner or top manager, and, you know, do this business for God's glory, and do this business so the kingdom of God will thrive and make His name known. I encourage you again to go to your prayer room, talk to God about this matter, and ask Him, Lord, what I am predestined for, help me to fulfill my purpose, my destiny, what you have in store for me. And I promise and I tell you that maybe you will never have one of these yachts, but you don't have to, because the primary reason is to fulfill His calling, and He will do the rest. And I promise you that maybe someday you will own one of these guys, but the primary thing for all of us is to fulfill his calling, not to buy these fancy candies. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Godspeed to all of us. Bye-bye.